Welcome back, everyone, to the Smash Bros. Olympics. We are currently in the qualifier round, where all 24 teams compete in 3 events to qualify for the Olympics. The villains leading the field at the moment, and teams below the red line in danger of elimination. Some of them have a great opportunity today, but others will have to rely on the 3rd event. Before we get into the matches today, let's get a quick recap on the rules. 2 points for a basket within the colored areas. 3 points for a basket beyond the colored areas. And 1 point for any KO that does not use the cannons, including below the stage, off the top, and self-destructs. And thanks again to the Gamer J for the Smashketball stage. The players are ready, and here are all the matches being played today. Starting off the quarterfinals, it's the Swordies versus the Avengers. The Swordies currently sitting at the bottom of the standings with 0 points. The Avengers a little bit better with 6 points. A win for both of these teams would be huge. It is not looking good for the Avengers though, a measly 8 points. Toon Link putting up 8 by himself, and Link with 15 points. For a final score of 23-8. The Swordies with another blowout. Next up is Mushroom Kingdom versus Team Extendo. Team Extendo is the current reigning champion of Smashketball. They took the gold medal in Smashketball in the untelevised Smash Bros. Olympics last year. And they also went on to become the Olympic champions, a wide margin separating them from all other teams. It was a low-scoring game, and Mushroom Kingdom held their ground. But in the end, Captain Simon bringing home the win for Team Extendo. Final score 15-12. So Team Extendo and the Swordies advancing and playing each other in the semifinals. Let's see the other 2 quarterfinal matchups. The first one, Bad Boys versus Fire Emblem. Bad Boys with an exciting overtime victory over Big Brothers in the last round. Fire Emblem with 2 big wins so far. First round was Darksiders, in the second round they upset Furry Fandoms. And this match, the lowest scoring game of the bracket. Chrom, the high scorer with just 8 points. Leading Fire Emblem to a narrow win over Bad Boys, final score 14-13. The final match of the quarterfinals. It's between the Villains and Team Genesis. The Villains seeming to be the fan favorite, but also the competition favorite. They are currently in first place, earning 50 points from the Street Fighter event. They also just gained a 5th team member, the brand new character Kazuya, after you, the community, voted on what team he should join. Team Genesis going to get a big boost in points from making it to the quarterfinals, but they were no match for the Villains. The Villains just scored 27 points, which is what both teams combined scored in the last game we just saw. They will be moving on to the semifinals against Fire Emblem. That does it for the quarterfinals, and we have our 4 final teams. Don't go anywhere because we're getting right back into the action. The first semifinal match is between the reigning champs, Team Extendo, and the red-hot Swordies. Just as a reminder, the only way to auto-qualify for the Olympics is to get first place in any event. However, just making it to the final 4 teams will award each team quite a bit of points. So the Swordies, currently sitting at 0, will get at least 25 points in the standings, putting them in a pretty comfortable position. That being said, every point counts, and the difference between first place and 4th place is quite dramatic. Link and Simon, the captains of each of these teams, have both played in all 3 rounds and also both averaged 10 points per game. The big scorer this time was Lucina though, with 14 points giving the Swordies the win over Team Extendo. And the Swordies will go on to the finals. Who will face the Swordies in the final match? It is one of these two teams, Fire Emblem or the Villains. Fire Emblem with a tough road to the semifinals, with upsets over furry fandoms and bad boys, but now they face their toughest opponent yet, the Villains. On the other hand, the Villains, not with much competition so far. This will be their first real challenge. The Villains again managing to put up 27 points for the second game in a row. Sephiroth with 14 points for the second game in a row. Quite a dominating victory, the Villains find themselves in the finals once again. It has all led up to this. Will the Villains take their second first place of the qualifier, or will the Swordies save themselves from the bottom of the standings? We are about to find out. The final match is starting right now. Not a doubt in my mind, these are the two strongest teams in the Smashketball event. It's the offensive juggernaut versus the defensive juggernaut. The Villains with the most points of the tournament with 77, averaging almost 26 points a game. The Swordies averaging about 23 points per game, but they allow an average of only 11 points for the other team. The Swordies out to an early lead, but Sephiroth comes back with one of his own. And another, we're back to a tie game. Here's a few of the player stats. Sephiroth and Ridley seeming to be the best combination for the Villains. They decided to stick with it. The Swordies going with Link, their captain, and also young Link, a dangerous offensive player. And with that basket by Link, we are at the halfway point of this match. A pretty even spread of points, but the Swordies with the slight edge, up 14-10 at halftime. Sephiroth definitely struggling. Let's see what these players can do in the second half. Young Link with a quick two-pointer and narrowly avoids going in himself. And the Villains going to get 1 point there. Link self-destructed with his own bomb. Link with a big three-pointer, putting the Swordies up by 6 at a crucial time. Villains need something big here, down by 8 with just 40 seconds left. Sephiroth pinballing around, he is past 200%. The dash attack sends Link flying, we have a 4-point game. Sephiroth so close to another basket, only a few seconds left. Link with the big 3, that is going to close it out. The Swordies have taken first place, defeating the Villains in a fantastic final match. Time to update the standings. The Villains holding on to first place, the Swordies skyrocketing into second, moving up 21 spots. Princess Party and Puffball Collective both falling 10 spots into the bottom 8. Bad Boys and Team Genesis getting themselves out of the bottom 8. Finally, Blue Brawlers and Team Extendo have qualified for the Olympics, just based on points. For the rest of the teams, it will come down to the third and final event. Thank you all for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Follow us on Twitter so you never miss an update, and subscribe to join the Smash Bros. Olympics community. That's all for today. Until next time.